Can you imagine a day without electricity, water, or internet? What if these essential services were compromised due to a cyber attack? It's a chilling thought, isn't it? In our hyper-connected world, cybersecurity isn't just about protecting data or preventing identity theft. It's a matter of safeguarding the very services that keep our society functioning. Imagine if a cyber attack were to disrupt our power grids, our water supply, or the internet. The results could range from inconvenient to catastrophic. Businesses could shut down, hospitals could lose life-saving equipment, and we could face a nationwide crisis. That's why cybersecurity isn't just important, it's critical. It's about more than just firewalls and passwords. It's about ensuring the continuous operation of our critical services, the lifelines of our society. This is where Blackout Watch, a cybersecurity alert system for critical services, comes into play. So, how do you plan for a project that involves implementing a cybersecurity alert system like Blackout Watch? Well, it's not as daunting as it might seem if you break it down into manageable steps. Let's dive right in. First and foremost, you need to define the project scope. This involves identifying what the project is set to achieve, the systems it will cover, and the threats it should guard against. It's crucial to be as specific as possible at this stage to avoid scope creep later on. Think of this as drawing the boundaries of your project's playground. You need to know where the fences are before you start playing the game. Next, identify your key stakeholders. These are the people or groups who have a vested interest in the project's success. They could be your team members, senior management, or even external entities like customers or regulatory bodies. These stakeholders will have valuable insights and inputs that can shape the course of your project, so it's vital to bring them on board early. Once you've defined your scope and stakeholders, it's time to set your project timelines. Remember, in the field of cybersecurity, time is of the essence. Threats evolve rapidly, and your defenses need to keep pace. Be realistic about your timelines, taking into account the complexity of the project, the resources at your disposal, and potential roadblocks. Plan for contingencies because, let's face it, in the world of project management, things rarely go exactly as planned. Lastly, don't forget to establish clear communication channels. Effective communication is the lifeblood of any project, but it's particularly critical in a cybersecurity project where information needs to flow quickly and accurately. Whether it's regular team meetings, email updates, or a dedicated project management platform, ensure everyone involved knows how, when, and where to communicate. With a clear plan in place, the next step is to understand the key deliverables of your cybersecurity project. But that's a topic for our next segment. Until then, happy planning. What are the tangible outcomes you should expect from a cybersecurity project? Well, let's dive into that. The first significant deliverable of your cybersecurity project is a comprehensive risk assessment. This isn't just a one-and-done checklist. It's a deep dive into your system to identify potential vulnerabilities and threats. The risk assessment should provide a clear and actionable view of your current security landscape. It should highlight gaps in your security measures and offer recommendations on how to address them. This is your roadmap to a more secure future. Next up on the deliverables list is the actual implementation of the cybersecurity system. This involves putting in place the necessary tools, technologies, and processes to protect your organization from cyber threats. You're not just setting up firewalls and installing antivirus programs here. You're implementing a robust system that is capable of detecting, preventing, and responding to cyber threats in real time. This is where the rubber meets the road in your cybersecurity project. However, the most crucial deliverable, often overlooked, is staff training. It's essential to remember that technology alone can't fully protect you from cyber threats. Your people are your first line of defense. Ensuring they have the knowledge and skills to identify and respond to cyber threats is vital. A comprehensive training program can help your staff recognize phishing emails, use strong passwords, and follow best practices for data security. So why are these deliverables so critical to the success of your project? Because they provide a holistic approach to cybersecurity. They address the technical aspects, identify potential risks, and ensure your people are equipped to play their part in your defense strategy. While it's important to focus on these deliverables, it's equally crucial to be aware of the risks that could hinder your project's success. After all, in cybersecurity, you're only as strong as your weakest link. So ensure you give due attention to each of these key deliverables. They are the building blocks to a secure and resilient cybersecurity posture. What are the potential risks in a cybersecurity project and how can you mitigate them? Let's dive straight into it. In the realm of cybersecurity, the stakes are high. The potential risks are many and they can be daunting. One of the most common risks is data breaches. These breaches can expose sensitive information, causing irreparable damage to an organization's reputation and financial standing. But fear not, there are ways to mitigate this risk. One key strategy is implementing robust data encryption. By transforming your data into a code that only authorized parties can decipher, you can protect the integrity of your information, even if it falls into the wrong hands. But remember, encryption is not a one-and-done solution. It needs to be regularly updated and tested to ensure its efficacy. Another common risk is system failures. These can be caused by anything from software bugs to hardware malfunctions and can bring your operations to a grinding halt. To mitigate this risk, regular system testing is paramount. By frequently checking your system's functionality, you can identify potential issues before they escalate into full-blown crises. But even with all these precautions, risks can still manifest. This is where incident response planning comes into play. By having a well-thought-out plan, you can respond swiftly and effectively to any incident, minimizing its impact. Also consider investing in cybersecurity insurance. This can provide a financial safety net in the unlikely event of a significant cybersecurity incident. Lastly, fostering a culture of cybersecurity awareness within your organization is invaluable. When everyone understands the importance of cybersecurity and their role in maintaining it, you're less likely to face internal threats. Of course, these are just some of the strategies to mitigate risks in cybersecurity projects. Each project is unique and may require a tailored approach. But by incorporating these strategies, you're setting a solid foundation for your project's security. With these risk mitigation strategies in place, you're well equipped to handle any challenges that come your way during the project. Let's quickly summarize what we've discussed so far. We began by understanding the vital role cybersecurity plays in safeguarding our critical services. It's not just a buzzword, it's a necessity in our digital age where threats are omnipresent and evolving. Next, we delved into the planning phase of a cybersecurity project. We learned that it involves a thorough understanding of the system landscape, identifying vulnerabilities, and setting clear, actionable objectives. We also discussed the key deliverables of such projects. These are not limited to the implementation of security measures alone, but also include training and awareness programs, routine audits, and robust incident response plans. Lastly, we highlighted the importance of risk mitigation strategies. This involves proactively identifying potential risks, assessing their impact, and developing plans to manage them effectively. With this knowledge, you're ready to take on a cybersecurity project and protect your critical services from potential cyber threats. Planning and implementing a cybersecurity project is no small feat. It's a task that demands a high level of commitment, meticulous planning, and constant vigilance. With cybersecurity threats ever evolving and becoming more sophisticated, the challenge is real and urgent. The stakes are high, especially when it comes to protecting critical services that form the backbone of our society. The Blackout Watch, a cybersecurity alert system for critical services, is a crucial tool in this endeavor. But remember, it's not just about the technology, it's also about the people who use it. It's about you. You play a significant role in this grand scheme of things. You are the sentinel, the watchful eye, the first line of defense. We've walked through the importance of cybersecurity and critical services, the steps in planning for a cybersecurity project, the key deliverables, and the risk mitigation strategies. These are not mere theories or abstract concepts. They are real, practical steps that can make a difference in the face of a cyber threat. So take this information seriously. Absorb it, apply it, share it, turn it into action. Because action is what's needed to combat the cyber threats we face. It's not enough to just be aware of the dangers. We need to be proactive in our approach. We need to plan, prepare, and be ever vigilant. In the end, it's not just about protecting computer systems or data. It's about protecting our way of life, our critical services, power, water, healthcare, transportation. They are all interconnected and they all depend on robust cybersecurity measures. So as you embark on your cybersecurity project, remember the gravity of your task. You're not just a project manager, you're a guardian of our society's lifeblood. Remember, the success of your cybersecurity project lies in your hands. Be vigilant, be prepared, and together we can keep our critical services safe from cyber threats.